Hello and welcome to this next part of the series of checking out submissions to the Dungeon Crawler Game Jam of April 2022. And this time we will have a look at Pawn Dungeon by Shroudeye. But before we look into this very minimalistic page and into the game, just a quick note for those who haven't seen any of the other episodes yet. Just be aware that down in the video description you will find a link which will lead to these itch.io pages where you can download the games for free or play them in the browser. And you'll find a second link which leads to a playlist, and that playlist contains all the episodes so far, or if you watch it later then it should include all the episodes, all the games from this jam. And the very first episode is a pilot episode with some explanations about the rules for the game jam and the definition of a dungeon crawler. So let's have a look into the page first of Pawn Dungeon. Yeah, there is not much to it. There's just the information Dungeon Crawler 2022 entry, and that's it. The download file is pretty big with 481 megabytes. I already downloaded but didn't test it yet. But anyways, so let's have a look straight into the game. And here we are in the game, yeah, also very bare bones, but when I loaded up when I installed, unzipped or whatever the file, I saw that there's also a readme with some additional instructions, so let's go through that one first. Pawn Dungeon by Shroudeye. This is a Game Jam entry for Dungeon Crawler Jam 2022. Gameplay. Some pawns block your way to victory. You can take care of the white pawns, but the remaining colored ones require upgrades. You must find magic stars to level up your spells and then hit the more powerful pawns with your color enhanced spells. Controls: WASD, IJKL, numpad 8456 to move your characters, and then turn, okay, spacebar. Interact with enemies, backspace toggles enemy color names on and off. Once you reach the end, it's quite easy, don't worry, hit Alt F4 to quit the game. Alright, this time I needed to record the whole screen. Window recording did not work. It's a game in the Unreal Engine. So yeah, it's already very confusing now. Like, what can you see here? And yeah, so this is a lift or something, escalator, and we were brought down. But yeah, you can already see what problems it brings if you don't do the perspective right. Alright, so in that case, so first up, how this level is structured. So in this game, apparently you have these, well, tiles, and in between the tiles, I can't switch over so that you can see my cursor. Maybe I can point towards that. But yeah, you can see that with this pillar there is, like, when you have this tile, there's some part of that pillar reaching into the tile, and that's basically the width of the wall. And if there is a wall, you can see it like that. I don't know if they have attributes or not, whether not to show the pillar. It probably has, because in like 2-3 tiles ahead there aren't these pillars. So there's that. And this is also probably the only reason why we can see these pillars left and right, because they are in the tile and we cannot see anything. Like, you can see, like, this wall in front of us is, well, black, blue, whatever, and this one is white, and we cannot see anything of the white. So the only reason why we see left and right something now is because they are inside our tile, basically. But I mean, you can see that this is as problematic as it gets regarding the perspective. We can't see the ceiling, we can't see the floor, which makes it, first of all, it makes it impossible to pick up any items or anything like that. But it also makes the orientation as as bad as possible. Also because you can also not see anything on the left and right side. We don't know what walls are to the left, what walls are to the right. We only know that right in front of us there's a wall. That's all we know at that, if we are in there. So now we have 3 pawns ahead. So spells nothing, health 100. Let's approach them. Okay, you just press space and they get removed. So the structure here is interesting, so that you can now you can see that the corridor is 2 or even 3, yeah, 3 tiles basically in height. So yeah, we've got a blue one ahead, so we'll probably need to collect something else. I'm not sure. There's a star, and now we have blue spells. Regarding the controls, they on the other hand are quite good. So you can, well, you cannot, let's not say queuing up any movement, but it's extremely quick, so it's not that problematic. So you can move rapidly between the tiles. I would still have liked if it was, and you can fall down, I would still have liked if it saved up or queued up the command, so that if you click 2 tiles, it's actually executing 2 tiles. It's not doing that. But at least when turning, the turn is being done independently of your move. So at least navigating there is relatively comfortable. So yeah, we should probably, exactly. So we can kill the white and the blue ones. We cannot kill that one. We can heal up. How much is the heal doing? Ah, okay, 25. Die! There's a yellow one. Now we probably get yellow. Yes. Nice ice boots. What? Ah, and there's the last one. The red one. So now we need... Ah, okay, these are these slopes. Let's get that one. Yeah, here with if you have to do more like rapid moves like I'm doing now, you can already see sometimes when I'm stopping to move, and that's because it didn't register my forward button. It's already cut off in that case. So I think that would be something which could and should be improved. Okay. There are these ice boots. And now we can also climb up the slopes like that one. And we will get to this last star. And with that, we can also kill this last enemy. You win! Alright. So, I mean, yeah, it's a very bare bones crawler. But yeah, as I mentioned, what should be improved here is the perspective. Yeah, just set back the camera a bit so that you can see. You should be able to not just see this. Maybe, yeah, here. You should be able to see the walls left and right. So there should be some black in there visible. And ideally you would also be able to see, well, in this case just the bottom because the ceiling is too high, just a little bit of that, to get you some, a better like perspective orientation and so on. And for the movements, I think, well, with the turning that's fine, the speed is also fine, but it would be nice if it was queuing up one forward movement, so that if you press 2 times, you are actually move 2 times and not just one. Because if you hold the forward button, it's also not letting you move forward. So you need to press 1 time for each tile, and that gets annoying if it's not saving, queuing them up. It feels a bit, bad. So, I mean, regarding the mechanics, there's not a whole lot to say about that. I mean, it works, right? So, maybe it could have been a bit more challenging or something, but yeah. Alright, so that was Pawn Dungeon by Shroudeye. And if you'd like to see more episodes, then make sure to either subscribe to the channel or check out the playlist down in the video description, where you can find all the episodes so far. And in case I already finished all of them, all the games in this jam, then you will of course find a complete playlist of all the entries down there. So, and with that, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.